Здравствуйте, подписчики и зрители моего канала. Мы продолжаем с вами проходить.
I had tracked him and the cowboys to their hideout at a sawmill, and they were loaded for bear.
Блин, прикольно, кстати, сделана локация. О.
Somebody's coming. So, what exactly did Johnny Ringo do to piss you off? Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. About the Cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Herb's coming!
Get ready, boys.
Блин, на тебе в башню. За твою внезапность. Ой, блин, промазал. Куда ты быстро бегаешь? Блин, на волоски от смерти. Так, что, наверное, надо взять пистолеты?
Curly Bill took charge of the Cowboys upon the old man's demise, and after that gunfight at the OK Corral, the Clantons wanted revenge.
Да блин, они все еще стреляют. Там их дофигища. Убежали.
So they murdered Morgan Earp and grievously wounded his older brother Virgil. Wyatt and Doc went on what became known as the Vendetta Route, hunting those outlaws down. So when I showed up, that's who they thought I was.
Так, ладно, надо, короче, взять более крупный калибр. На тебе в башню. Ой, не... Ай. Так, ладно. Куда ты идешь? Да блин. На тебе в зад. Жесткая лесопилка. Солнышко светит. Что у них здесь? Называлы всякие. Так. Блин, что-то далеко, что ли? Поближе подойти. А, это было специально для меня сделано.
There were killers around every corner, all wearing red bandanas. That's how the Cowboys identified each other. And I was beginning to wish I had one myself.
На тебе в башню. Кто тут есть? А. Блин,
But I wasn't about to let Ringo walk away unscathed. And that's what drove me forward.
Так. Это что у нас? А, все закрыто. Да, вот это вот. Глубокий круг. Давай глубокий. А, все, у меня денег нет. Ух ты, вон не стреляет. Так, что, и кратку используем? Я вообще такой меткий, жесть. Ну, он мелькает, как этот. И почему в него не попадаю? На тебе.
They say that Ringo was infernally fast.
I hardly saw anyone faster, boy. Certainly
Так,
not
всё.
Wyatt Earp. That man was all hat and no cat.
Так, вон. Ух ты.
Earp wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken it.
That Lunger should have kept his nose out of it. He never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
Ну, горит.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Yeah, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal.
Я
But to
знаю,
get to
что
that
сейчас
loyal
делать.
friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Блин, я не могу сюда запрыгнуть. Блин, вот тебе все равно от меня не скрыться. О май гад, это было жестко. Какой, кстати, сколько сделан?
Excuse me, sir. I have a question.
What's that, Dwight?
After old man Clanton died, why didn't his son take over the Cowboys?
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot.
Вот вы засранцы. Так, ладно, у меня мало патронов. Хотя, может, я тут сейчас. О. Так. Свечу.
Now, where was I?
Taking down the entire
У
cowboy
меня
gang
есть.
single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
Ну, я тебе башню. Блин, я промазал. Надо спрятаться. Как они шмыляют-то, а?
Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
О, как они шмыляют. Ты ковбой Мальборо. Ой, там еще. Не обойдет или он так придет? Он меня хотел еще быть. На тебе в пузо. Да блин. А он там, я ему в голову попал. Вот это хедшот. А это вода так хлещет. Я думал, тут что-то прикольное лежит. Ой, извиняюсь. Нифига тут. Сколько у вас всего интересно. Ах ты сволочь. И где ты там стреляешь? А. Что у меня есть еще один? Давай еще один. Давай. О, в голову. На тебе свою башню.
There were carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else for people to hide behind. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive
Мне вот это
operation.
бревно очень не нравится. Как он тут стоит. У меня патронов-то нет. Пошел такой с двумя стволами без патронов. Ну, это было неожиданно.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'm painting a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand.
Ой, самое главное не упасть. Интересно, я упаду? А, ну все, больше никаких экспериментов. Так, куда мне надо идти-то? Звездочку показать сюда.
Curly Bill, Johnny Ringo, and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Курчавый
Are
Билла.
you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open.
всех сторон шмыляет. Понял, что из вас били, кто не били. Кого били, кого не били. Так, эти черти. Блин, как так? Это Билли. Сейчас я тут убью. Фу. Сволочь. Ой, блин. Кто по мне стреляет? Так, он Билли. Да блин. Вот это мексиканская дуэль нафиг. Ага, вон он в ту сторону побежал. Билли, ты уже покойник. Недобитый Билли. Сейчас я хочу прямо на него выскочить. Убить его. Да.
Brocious gave me no choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
Фу.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
Джонни Ринго. Так, находимся.
That's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true. Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo.
А как
Get
свидетельство
bounty for
подлинности?
Ringo and Curly Bill and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plammer.
Now, wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did. I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant. And hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get
Одного
rich
как
quick.
лучше, другой, да?
As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits and put a generous price on his head.
Я сбил.
Plummer rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape. And that's where I thought I'd find him.
Это с той стороны. Вход в шахту. Что здесь? А, вот. Угу. Давай, как нормальные люди, зайдем со стороны дороги.
It makes me nervous standing so close to all these goddamn barrels of gunpowder.
Why would you be nervous? No one has the cojones to come after us. As long as you don't light up a cigar, we're fine.
Yeah, besides, George is up there on the rocks.
Сейчас вот с голова закружится.
Nothing gets past him.
Нет, не закружусь.
As my late father pointed out to me more than once, God made men.
Какой я
Samuel
снайпер
Colt
вообще
made them
здесь?
equal.
Plummer wants that asshole dead.
Где я не помню стрелять? А. О.
Time to blow your shit up.
Нате в башню. Если упустим сюда. Мне просто нравится стрелять. Я, мать его, маньяк.
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided
У
the polite
кого-то
thing
есть
would be to return
динамит.
it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospectors weren't the only ones drawn to those riches.
Я все понял. Да, я все понял. А, надо было выстрелить.
There were thieves, killers,
Это
robbing
как-
travelers,
как
and
подсадной
hijacking
утка.
gold ships.
Открытие местности.
Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy
Мне один
pickings.
фиг надо было туда идти.
Charlie
нет.
Crow, the blacksmith,
Мне не надо было туда идти. Там их.
James, who worked in the stable, Sam and Jeremiah Barber, the butcher's son.
Ой, меня зацепило.
Ordinary
Ой, блядь,
citizens
кто-то
who lived a
стреляет.
double life. Stealing and thieving and murdering their neighbors.
Шашка. Сашка. Че, он сам себя подорвал? Бежал свой. Да блин. О. Да блин. На тебе в башню. За твою дерзость. Да блин. Эта локация мне уже не нравится. Давай выгляни в окошко. Это был случайный выстрел. Я даже не целился. Что у тебя есть? Одинаковые? Без разницы, я со своими хорошо хожу. Качан просто вдребезги.
Veterans of the Civil War. Stone cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. Dangerous, desperate individuals. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll. A hell of a lot. That son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand while stealing them blind with the other.
Ой, блин, тут рядом со мной. Их надо тыкать. Ты что такой?
He set up a defensive perimeter which I had no idea how to breach.
Put that moron out of here.
I was outnumbered and in way over my head, but I was too damn stubborn and stupid to realize it. They must have thought I was touched. Or had some kind of death wish.
Так, я тебя
There were
вижу.
barrels of gunpowder everywhere.
Я тебя больше не вижу.
One stray bullet, one stray spark, and I'd be blown to hell and gone.
Я вижу твой качан.
Did I have any second thoughts about what I was doing?
Так, я
No.
вижу там, где ты бегаешь. Я вижу. Так. Г. Ладно. Мне, наверное, вот этот надо было прокачать.
I will drop you down a mine shaft. What? I can't hear you.
Блин, тут динамита дофига. Это вы бы хоть убрали его, что ли? Твоя башка тупая.
I thought I was some kind of hero.
Так, отлично. Фига у них тут строение.
I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny. But first, I had something I needed to figure out.
Так, тут все завалено. Угу.
I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine, but once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense. It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way.
Смотри, кого-то... А, нет, я думал, кого-то завалило.
Plummer wants that asshole.
На тебе в твою башню тупую.
God damn you!
Ой, я промахнулся.
I'm putting you down.
Ладно, сейчас поближе к тебе подойду, чтобы объяснить тебе по-нашенски. Так. Ну, давай поменяем уже. Так, да он один фиг с шестизарядников. Или этот круче. Дробовик. Или винтовка. Не, мне моя больше нравится. Ну-ка, давай-ка. Ой, блин.
Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it.
Пасхалочки будут, что ли? Приколюшечки. Те фиговые еще пасхалки. Если чё. На тебе
Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell. A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion.
Ух ты, японский крадовый. Так. Ай, я раз... Главное, он туда не упасть. Так. О, смотри, они там стреляют.
Quick reflexes often make up for a lack of common sense. Luckily, I was never one to be easily bushwhacked. I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come. With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at.
Show yourself, coward!
Что тут еще есть?
You'll die! You hear me?
Надо выбираться отсюда.
One wrong bullet could have turned that mine into a dad-blasted tube.
О! Я сам хотел это сделать.
I freely admit that my plan of attack was not just moronic, but clearly insane.
Беги. Нифига себе.
It's a good thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan. I spotted a ladder, a way into the mine from the opposite side. It was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time. Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder required some caution, because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man can dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder. I needed to make a leap of faith.
Так, что, надо разбежаться, да? Давай, сплись вот туда, вот туда. О, нифига себе. Вот это я понимаю поворот событий.
As Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were outraged. That 10,000 they put on his head would go a long way to helping me find old Bob. And I have made it my mission to settle that score come hell or high water.
Терминатор просто идет, всех выносит нафиг.
But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder. I wanted to use the element of surprise. Plus, I figured I could use the exercise. I was warmed up already, so what the hell? Plummer was a mad dog killer, and the people of Nevada City deserved better.
Ой, блин,
Nevada City? Well, I thought Plummer met his maker in Valley.
да твою ж дивизию. Фу, с динамитом. Ну это без слов. Далеко надо будет взять что-нибудь серьезное.
The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
Ой, господи. О, извините.
They're gonna need a gun! This just getting worse and worse for you, ain't it?
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was going to take some doing.
You can run, but you can't hide forever! I need some help here! Come on, boys! Take this cocksucker out! I can't hear you! Yeah, you know you can't beat me.
Че, ребята, вы где там?
I can kill you with either hand.
Где мистер Генри Пламмер? Ух ты, куна мать.
You can shoot, but can you aim?
Уходим. Где ты, тип-то?
Hey, take it, baby. That's
Капец, они стреляют.
Just ran to pick you up. I'm going all medieval on your ass. They're gonna bury you in a million pieces. What are you, yellow? No blood money for you today.
А он мистер Генри Пламмера.
You can shoot. Can you aim?
Блин, ты запарился с ним динамитом.
Boom. You ain't taking me. Catch this, you son of a bitch.
Ты птичь. Фу. Блин, патроны без конца заканчиваются. Я вот его вообще не вижу. Вон он. Куда они упали? Фу. Где он? Блин, куда бежать? Фу. А он... Уходи, уходи! Где он? Так, не надо дышаться. Фух. А, вон ты где.
Oh, that's how Henry Plammer died. Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold. And now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
Фу, это было жестко.
Did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself. Hell, he killed his first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself.
Ладно, будем заканчивать на сегодня. Всем всего доброго, до скорой встречи. Пока-пока-пока.